Welcome to Cooking with Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe, the canine chef in training here. I'd like to start by saying how great that cheesecake looks, but we will get to that in a minute. We will eventually get back on schedule with our weekly videos. Between remodeling projects and computer issues, Mom hasn't had much luck editing videos these past couple of weeks or time. So I've been spending a lot of time outside with my siblings, and I am feeling so much better. I'm able to run and play, and it feels great to have two hips again. I still have to build up some strength in my left side, but I'm working on it with all my playing. I am now 8 weeks post-op and I'm able to do all my normal doggy activities. I've been having some major wrestling matches with my brother. He's in for it when I get stronger. I've also been hanging out in my pool on warmer days, digging holes in the yard, helping Mom pick up sticks around the yard. I've got a good collection going by the porch, so if anyone needs some good sticks, let me know. I'll share. Mom tried playing ball with me and Nolan, but he doesn't like competition on the ball field. Last Friday was my dad's birthday, and for his birthday, we made him a drool-worthy human treat, a blueberry lemon cheesecake. He says it is drool-worthy times 100. So that is what we're going to show y'all how to bake today. You need a 9-inch springform pan to make this cheesecake. If you don't own one, I suggest investing in one because they make baking some desserts a whole lot easier. You can buy a set with small, medium, and large springform pans. 9-inch would be medium in that set. Preheat the oven to 325 degrees. Line the bottom of your pan with parchment paper. All you have to do to get your parchment paper to fit perfectly is just put your pan on top of the parchment paper, trace it out around the pan, cut it out, and place it into the bottom of your pan. Spray down the sides of your pan with nonstick cooking spray. We use pan baking spray. It has not failed us yet. There's 3 parts to the recipe: the crust, the cheesecake, and the topping. We're going to start with the crust. What you're going to need for the crust is 2.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You can buy these at the grocery store or you can make your own. 3/4 a cup of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. For the crust, we put our graham crackers into the blender and blended until we had enough crumbs. Then added in the sugar and cinnamon and blended into the crumbs, and then we poured all of that into a bowl and mixed in the melted butter. Stir it all together, and then we thought we had a video pressing the graham cracker mixture into the pan, but apparently the camera was not recording. So all you do is pour your mixture on the top of the parchment paper in the bottom of the pan and press it down until the bottom is coated with a crust. If you like the crust up the sides of your cheesecake, then press it up the sides of the pan. We prefer it just on the bottom of the cheesecake. Mom uses her hands to get the crust pressed down, but you can use a spatula or whatever you prefer. Then you're going to bake it for 10 minutes and then take it out of the oven and let it cool. And then when you take it out of the oven, you want to turn the oven down to 300 degrees because that's the temperature you need the oven set on when you're doing the cheesecake part. Part 2 is the cheesecake, and here's what you need to make it. 3 8-ounce boxes of cream cheese, room temperature, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of sour cream, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, the zest of 1 lemon, the juice of 1 lemon, 3 large eggs, 2 large egg yolks, and 2 cups of blueberries. You want to make sure everything is at room temperature. Now we're going to mix the cheesecake. In a large mixing bowl, you want to combine your cream cheese, your flour, and your sugar on low speed until smooth. You want to use an electric mixer to make sure everything gets good and smooth, but you also want to make sure you keep it on low speed. It may look like we're mixing it on high speed, but we're not. We just sped the video up so it isn't 30 minutes long. Then you want to add in your sour cream, your lemon zest. Be sure to wash your lemon first, your lemon juice, and continue to mix on low speed until that is combined. Add eggs in one at a time. Also separate your egg whites and yolks in two of those eggs and mix the yolks in one at a time. Once everything is mixed together, turn off the mixer and fold in the blueberries. We are baking this cheesecake in a water bath. If you have never done this before, don't be intimidated. The key is to make sure you wrap your springform pan so that the water doesn't leak through. Aluminum foil is usually what most people use, but we also use an oven bag. Basically, we are baking our cheesecake in an oven bag wrapped in aluminum foil. Put the pan inside the oven bag. Oven bags are huge, so grab it at the top and cut it halfway down. Then you just want to wrap it around the pan and tuck it in on one side. You want to cover that with aluminum foil. If the aluminum foil were to get a cut in it or get a little wet, the oven bag would be that extra layer of protection to protect your cheesecake from the water seeping through. Once you have it all wrapped up, you want to pour the batter on the crust. Place the pan inside a larger pan. And the only thing that we had larger was our cast iron skillet. We filled the cast iron skillet with water about halfway up the sides of the springform pan. You don't want it to go too high, just want it about halfway up. Then you bake it 1 hour and 15 minutes. The center will be set, but it will still be jiggly like Jell-O. You want to turn off the oven and leave the door closed for 30 minutes. Then open the door a little and allow the cheesecake to sit another 30 minutes. The cheesecake is still cooking, but cooling at the same time. Cooking your cheesecake too quickly or too long is what causes those big cracks you can get down the center of your cheesecake. So take your time, be patient, and it will turn out just beautifully. Part 3 is the blueberry topping. So for the topping, you're going to need 6 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of flour, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 cups of blueberries, and 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. Mix together all the ingredients over medium heat. Cook stirring frequently until the sugar melts, the sauce thickens, and the blueberries soften. It is done once it starts to thicken. You want to let it cool in the fridge. Once the cheesecake has done its time in the oven, remove it from the oven and then remove the water bath wrapping. Place the cheesecake in the fridge to cool completely. Cheesecakes take a while to cool. We had ours in the fridge for 2 hours and it was still a little warm, but we went ahead and cut it anyway because we wanted to have it before Dad's birthday was over. We were having cheesecake at 11 p.m. Friday night. Most people let it cool overnight, but this kind of ended up being a last minute thing. Mom used Cool Whip to put around the edges and she poured the topping in the center of the cake. It was pretty. You can also make your own whip topping, but Cool Whip is much quicker. Then you slice it up and you have a birthday party with it, or you just share it with all of your human friends. We shared ours with our human family. I suggest doing this a day ahead of time if you're making it for a special occasion, because like I said, we kind of did it last minute. Well, there you have it, a super drool-worthy blueberry lemon cheesecake. I know this is a longer than normal video, but cheesecakes do take time.
A small sliver. Oh, that looks so good. I can already taste it. Oh, that looks good.
And I made the crust, I put cinnamon in it.
Really? So I'm liable to have what's that called? Sensory overload?
Look at that.
Yeah.
We gotta sing happy birthday.
Keep singing.
Do you need a candle?
No, I do not.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Hold on. Oh.
Well, we hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave us a thumbs up and a comment. If you make it, or if you are one of the lucky ones that got to try Dad's birthday cake, leave a comment and let us know how you liked it. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page where we try to post daily updates, but we have been falling behind on that too. Until next time, stay safe out there and have a blessed week. Bye for now.